Hi everyone, welcome to Stephan and I, and in this video we are in Blaine, Washington. It is a miserable day, but let's salvage that by eating some super delicious food. What do we have on the menu today? Well, we got oysters, BIRRIA pizza, some pretty epic Laotian Thai food, and maybe some other cool little gadgets on the side. Gidget. Love that word. Anyways, let's get out of this horrible rain. First spot right over here. This is the land of oysters. So I think that will be our breakfast item. Breakfast number one. Let's go. First stop, and I mean, this is oyster land. This whole coast is just full of oyster companies, amazing shellfish, also gooey duck, which is also a pretty funky seafood. And I actually didn't know about this place until I did a little bit of research. Drayton Harbor Oyster Company, also established in 1906, so very old company. And it's one of those things that's just been a traditional kind of job around this coastline. My mom, she used to harvest oysters and she had her own oyster company way back in the 1800s. So we got some cool dishes here. The first one is a seafood platter and comes with some fries. Looks like you have some shrimp, some rockfish, and of course your oysters. Oysters for breakfast, no problem in my books. Let's try the oyster first. Here we go. Yeah, the batter's a little bit thick, but as soon as you break past that batter, just a very nice steamy interior, and of course, gotta dip it in a bit of that tartar sauce. Oh, okay. That tartar sauce is divine. Little rock cod reveal is already kind of pre-cut, very nice of them. Oh, it's almost like a halibut consistency. Oh, on this whole basket, I think the shrimp might be my favorite. It's a really plump, almost like a lobstery type shrimp. Okay, oyster time. Should we do raw? Yeah, let's do grilled first.
Time sensitive.
Yeah, these are time sensitive items here, so let's eat them fairly quickly. One is their traditional one. I'd have to look at the menu again to see exactly what it is. And then one is a special. It's a kelp and champagne butter. I'm not sure which one is which. These are about, I think, $3 American each. Of course you have to cut it from the membrane. It smells like butter. So maybe this is the kelp one? I think that's a champagne one. It has an umami bomb. It has like a sweetness to it, a little bit buttery, and that extra sweetness really brings out the full kind of briny flavor of the oyster. Of course it's cooked, so it's not super briny. And of course oyster is just insanely juicy. Gotta dip the bread in there. Kind of. Grilled bread and oyster butter. That's a breakfast of champions. Okay, and I think this is the original, the OG flavor. There's some cheese on there. I think some more butter and maybe a bit of chili dust. Not quite sure. When you have oysters that big, it's almost like a seafood custard because once you cook it, it kind of just becomes flanny in a way. And it's just a delicious seafood flan.
Which do you prefer, the Japanese oyster or here?
Ooh, well thanks for literally giving me a reason to pop up the link to my Japanese video. We'll see, because I still have to devour the raw ones. But man, that Japanese it's all you can eat oysters. That's kind of hard to beat, isn't it? This place is amazing, but do they have all you can eat oysters for 40 bucks? No. Last but not least, fresh raw oysters. These are $2.50 each. And these are plump. These are super juicy. And I think, some kind of granita thing going on here. I'm gonna get this big juicy boy, get a bit of this granita there. I will say though, the Japanese oysters, you had to cook them. Like you literally can't eat them raw because you get fairly sick. You can fry it up, put any kind of fancy topping and give it some accoutrements. But when you just give me a fresh raw oyster that's cold, sometimes simple is better, and that's the bite that I enjoyed the most. This is probably the inspiration for even making this video. I saw this spot on social media a while ago, and it just blew my mind, and I'm very excited to be here. The one reason I'm here is this. Birria pizza. Yes, this is a thing. Literally, I mean, I love pizza, but I might like this even more. Birria, one of my favorite style of tacos, of course. I didn't even know it came with guacamole, but it has a guacamole, it has sour cream, has a pico de gallo, of course the consomme on the side. I'm ready. This spot's actually a chain. I did not know this either. They have a whole bunch of locations in the Washington area. It's called Birreria Tijuana, and Tijuana also one of the places I really want to go to very soon. We also have, of course, the tamarindo on the side, the tamarind drink, to wash all this grease down. Okay, no more delaying, let's get into it. First slice. Take that out. I'm gonna try it by itself first, and then first of all, let's do a little bit of a reveal. Oh yeah. Okay. Well, that looks pretty great. That's like a cave of goodness. Ooh, this is quite a lot. So technically, if we're gonna go camping after this, sleeping bag? That's a good sleeping bag. That's hard not to love. First of all, the meat's very tender. There's a decent amount of cheese in there, and I mean, it's simple. It's just meat, cheese, and then the tortilla, and then of course you gotta add the stuff on the side. A little bit extra smokiness. Beef is already fairly tender, but the consomme just tenderizes it a little bit more. Yeah, that's pure happiness. It's so rich, it's so cheesy and greasy. You really need some kind of acidity, some veggies, some spiciness to really balance everything out. They do have a bar with a whole bunch of stuff. They have the onions, they have the cilantro, some more sauces. I've set mine up fairly nicely. I have a couple of sauces on there, and gotta dab it up with a little bit of lime. And you know what? Well, let's get this guy in there too. Why not? Hopefully I won't die too much. I could die. Actually, wait. Oh shit. Okay, no. Gotta watch out with that one. Oh, that, yeah. Oh, now my fingers are gonna be that flavor too. You know what? Let's just put it in there. It's fine. I'll get to it eventually. Couple of tears in my eyes. Of course, last move is just to dip it right into this consomme here. It's like a Godzilla of birrias. It's just huge. It's pretty much a monstrosity, but it's a delicious monstrosity. And honestly, the quality is there still. The meat is super tender. The consomme is not super strong. It does have a bit of smokiness. The sauce is really delicious in a massive pizza form. Something that's definitely meant to be shared between 2, 3 to 4 people, maybe 4. Let's try to finish at least a couple slices of this, and there's some more stuff we gotta try while we're here for the day. No, that's all you get. I had a dream last night. When I woke up, I remembered it, but just a moment ago, it's gone, it's gone, it's gone, it's gone. We are at a high Laotian spot, fairly highly rated. Laotian food, it's really something I want to explore more. I have always had plans to go to Laos. And of course, northern Thai food as well, known for just its epically bold flavors. We have an Isan style pork sausage to start. That's when you know inflation is getting up there, when it's $11 for this. Oh my God, that's a lot of money. It looks great, but my God, yeah. America, come on now. I'm just gonna not chew. I'm just gonna keep that in my mouth right now. It's just a burst of flavor. There's a spice, there's a tingle in the back of my throat, lots of lemongrass, I think a bit of ginger in there too. It's just such an explosively delicious and in-your-face sausage. $11 is very steep for the amount of sausage they gave you, but God damn, it's a good sausage. 3 dishes all at the same time. Now, I'm not sure if these are quite Laotian. I've looked up all these dishes and they look to be mostly Thai dishes, except for this one, which I think is their own creation. This is supposed to be a Laotian soup though. This is called Tom Sap. But when I look at Tom Sap on Google, it says it's a pork rib soup. But this one you get the choice of protein, and we chose beef. So maybe not really, I don't know. I'm not sure. It is a kind of hot and sour soup, and it does say it's Laotian on the menu, so I will take their word for it because, you know, I'm not Laotian, so I have no idea. The broth itself, not too sour. Definitely like some kind of ginger notes, a small hint of sweetness, I think from the onions. It's actually milder than I thought it would be, because some hot and sour soups are like really sour, very spicy, in your face. And this one is a little bit more mild, maybe to cater to the crowd that lives in this area. And this is the avocado and chicken curry. I'm not a big cooked avocado person, but this dish really intrigued me. Oh, it's like a whole, or it was a chicken drumstick. Where did the rest of the chicken go? Oh, there you go, it's right here. Ah, okay. Ooh, okay, the curry flavor, a little bit mild, really not that spicy. The chicken, very, very tender. It's very textural. I really like the avocado in there. It just adds an extra creamy element, which is really cool, and kind of combines with the chicken, all the other crunchy vegetables. When you cook the avocado, it almost becomes smoother, very custardy, and it just melts apart in your mouth. This is a crab fried noodle, kind of like a pad thai, but then I guess extra crab. That's really good. The crab is necessary because there's a bit of extra saltiness, which counterbalances the sweetness of the noodles for sure. The noodles are fairly sweet, but when you mix it with all the other ingredients, it's a nice little balance. I want to see if they have some chili sauce on the side. And there you go, a little mini ramekin of hot sauce. I did pre-taste it, and it's nice. It's like a fermented chili sauce. Pretty good. There you go. It's really not spicy. There's a small hint of spice. It's just that kind of chili acidity and just the fumes and the essence of the chili that, you know, most Thai Laotian food needs. And I think by getting the hot sauce and mixing it with all this stuff, it just pumps up the flavor to the next level. And that is all. That will be it for our Bellingham video. Bellingham is a really cool restaurant scene that I really don't know that well, and it's one of those cities that I stop by for beer and coffee, but really not for food. And Blaine, of course, Blaine. Forgot about Blaine. Not just a place to fill up on gas, also has some really good food. Anyways, if you did enjoy this video, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the bell icon so we can notify you of future videos, and of course, hit us up with those comments. We'll see you soon. Ciao for now.